Hey there, what is it? Welcome to a video. We're going to go into some basic Zerg mechanics. We're going to just start our kind of journey into becoming a Zerg player, basically. Instead of going through the training or the AI, I would recommend just doing this because it will help you a lot more. Just literally going into a custom game. So from here, from whichever one you're on, you go to custom. You press a melee, and then you just choose a map. Let's go for Eternal Empire, for instance. You enter the lobby, but we're not going to fight against any player, any AI, we're just going to go completely normal. And in this, we're just going to slowly build up your mechanics. For this one specifically, we're focusing on drones and your first queens going into your bases. So, I'm going to show you basically the kind of timings you should be hitting and kind of what you should be doing mechanically as you are macroing up. This is just drones and queens, there's no units, not anything else to worry about. I'm going to kind of go over it in like a style where you guys can really understand and see what you're meant to be doing and all of that good stuff. I'm not going to be playing quite slowly. I'm not going to be doing any massive kind of APM or anything like that. I'm just going to be going slowly, even clicking on things so you guys can see exactly what I'm doing. So you get here, you click return to game. You want to click on your hatchery and you want to press the lava and you want to make one drone. You can send the overlord wherever you want. Specifically, it needs to go to the other side of the map. You want to put the hatchery onto a hotkey, so you do Control or Shift and 4. Once you have 100 minerals, I'm a bit over that, you make an overlord, and you place it down to where your second base will go. If you're not sure where the bases go, just have a little zoom around and find where the ramp is, and then you know kind of where you're going. You want to make the next drone, going into that. And then as that overlord pops, you want to make 2 more drones. And we need to rally one of these to go down to the base to make our natural base. We want to go up to 17 supply. I'm a little bit slower as to what you should be doing in game because I'm just explaining and I took a little bit to start the game basically. So you want to add that to your hotkey. For your hatchery, it could be any number that you want. I just specifically use 4 as that's what I've always really used. You want to make another drone and you want to make a extractor. To make an extractor, you go Z and then you go W. For me, I use a grid setup. So once you're back up to 17 drones, once again, you want to basically click a drone and make a spawning pool. And as the pool finishes, you want to add 3 workers into it. Make sure that those are good. I'm going to set up my camera hotkeys now so that I can just go between my bases as fast as I need to. And we're just going to keep making drones. As you get to 19, you want to make an overlord. I'm a little bit sick today, so no judging me for any kind of random thing. So we make an overlord and we can just place it here. You can place it anywhere you really want it. It doesn't have to be specifically where I put them. This isn't focusing on drones. On overlords, this is just focusing on drones and queens. As the spawning pool finishes, you want to make 2 queens. So we go up to the hatchery and we click on a queen, and then we go to the second base and we click on a queen. Or you can just press 4 and then WW, at least in my case. And then you just want to set your rally points. You just right click onto a mineral patch and you just make drones constantly until you get up to 32 supply. You also want to start overlord speed. So you want to start zerging speed even, and just keep going. The whole thing with mechanics and builds, we'll get into that a little bit later, as that isn't really the main focus on this. So once the queen is hatched, and you click on spawn lava, and you just click on the hatchery, and it just injects. That's basically injecting it as a Zerg. You just click on the queen, and you just tell it to inject. You make 2 more, and then you go to your third base, which on this map is this base right here. You could take the ones which are a bit further down here, but this one is the most safest to go for. And you just keep droning and droning and droning until you have enough. I'm floating a bunch of money right now because I'm playing a little bit more slowly than what I normally do. So we're just going to inject, and we're going to keep making drones.
Spawn more overlords.
And try not to get supply blocked like I just did right there. And just try to focus on everything else. I got a supply pack just to show you guys that it does happen to everybody regardless of league and things like that. So
Not enough energy.
the main way to not get supply blocked is just to focus on every time you make a round of drones, you make an overlord or two to go with it. So we're going to inject, and then as this base is completely full, we're going to keep making drones for this base. And keep making overlords to make sure that we have enough. And as we do this,
Just not enough energy.
as the third base starts to get saturated, we're going to put down a fourth base, which is going to go down here, on this spot right here. I'm going to send a drone over there to make the fourth. And we are just literally going to inject our bases. Always make sure to try to keep on top of your queen injects. I'm making a queen for that third base right now. That fourth I'm going to make. And as you can see, we're getting really saturated on all of our bases, so we're going to add down the gases on all of the bases.
You need more energy. Have you tried green tea?
Injecting as we need to, making overlords so that we don't get supploaded.
God save your gracious.
Make sure every queen is injecting. The fourth base is almost done. And then we will just see where we put drones and where we didn't, basically. And see where we still need to saturate. Need to add 2 more drones onto this gas geyser right here.
Not enough energy.
Then we have 2 extra ones here, so we can just keep this there. Doesn't really matter that heavily. Gonna add 2 overlords per every drone round that I do.
Energy. Have you tried green tea?
And then, as you can see, we're not focusing on tech. We're not focusing on anything else. We are literally just focusing on making sure that we have workers. That's the most important thing for us right now. Workers are the main thing that you need. Add a queen onto that base too. And then once we hit about 80 drones, which are almost done, we'll go a bit over 80, which will be fine. There we go. Now we have full saturation on all of our bases. Making sure to inject as we need to. Making overlords as we need to. And just getting our gases and getting everything else that we need. Adding on 3 more there. And we'll add on 3 from this base once the gas geyser finishes. And that's just what I want you guys to focus on when you're first starting out. The most important thing about everything is just to make workers. Tech, everything else, that does not matter. It doesn't matter about lair timings, doesn't matter about any of that stuff. If you can make 4 bases, you can basically win a lot of games. If you can get to this saturation point, you'll start floating a ton of money. In the next video, we're going to start adding on our creep spreading queens. So you'll basically be spreading creep across the map as you are making your bases, and you're doing everything else. And we're just going to slowly build up all of the Zerg mechanics that you guys need to be doing in order to kind of get used to playing Zerg. Hope you guys found this informative. The next one, it'll start to get a little bit more complicated, and then more complicated, and then we'll add on some timings and some lair timings, and just get everything sharp and where it needs to be, and kind of get you towards that platinum diamond level, and then onwards from there. This is just a basic guide. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a wonderful day. Take it easy.